Hello and welcome to OzzieFit HomeWod number 194 in the whatever era you want to consider it at this point. We're going to be using the bands today for the first time, so get prepared for that. Anyway, we're going to start with our activation. We're going from the bottom up. Toes, ankles, knees, hips, circle them, torso, both directions, then our elbows, and our scapula, elbows, up, elbows, wrists, fingers, shoulders, forward and backward, getting the skeleton warmed up, shrugging them, and then finally our neck. Backwards and forward, up and down, left and right, in small circles. Okay, then we have a 2-round warm-up. We've got a few more movements in the warm-up, so it's just 2 rounds. We're going to do 15 jumping jacks or step outs, followed by 10 leg swings each side, both sides. Try to keep our body just straight up and down as we're doing that, getting the stretch in the back here. Then we're going to come down into sort of like a good morning, but we're going to retract our arms 10 times, lat wings. Then we're going to do 10 arm circles. And then we're going to do 10 calf raises. We're going to come down to a runner stretch, and we're just going to try to twist towards that knee. Come on down, switch sides. Then we're going to squat 5 times. Last but not least, in round 1, 5 good mornings. We'll do that for 2 rounds. Okay, so bands. What do we have? The red band and we have the blue band. You'll be using both of them. You can use them individually or eventually maybe even together. But we're going to be doing 2 things. We're going to be doing pull-aparts and we're going to be doing banded deadlifts. So for the red band, you're either going to go with 1, and if you can get 6 to 10, if you can get 10 with your arms straight, then you can go to double banded. So the trick is not to have any slack in the band or very little slack. Let's start with 1 band. It should be like where you think you might be bench pressing from here. My shoulders are retracted, straight arms, I'm pulling back. So it's not here, right? That's not much of a pull if there's slack in the band. So you try to, you'll see, this is your first time doing it, so you'll see if you can always increase the tension by moving your hands forward. And then obviously if the band was doubled, you could also increase the tension. But I don't want you doing that until you can get 4 rounds with the single band. So we're going to be doing 4 rounds of 6 to 10 of those. So you might not get 10 every round, you might get 6 one round. So we're going to try 4 rounds. So that's movement number 1, banded pull-aparts. Second one is banded deadlifts. So the blue band for this, and everybody will use 2. It'll be, because this is all about our legs here, and our quads and our glutes. We're going to step on it. We're going to hold it like a bucket, straight back, and stand up. Side. Looks like that. Squeezing the glutes at the top, all the way up. All right? And if for some reason that is extremely difficult for you to do, you'll do that same thing with the red band. But I'm pretty sure everybody will be able to do a set of those. So we're going to be doing a set of 10 to 15 of those, and you'll see. That might be extremely easy, but the accumulation of the repetitions is what we're looking for here. And this is really an extraordinarily healthful movement for you. It's safe and effective. So, all right, so the bands. Then, what are we doing for our conditioning? We're doing an interval training like we've done various times. It's going to be 3 rounds of a 2-minute AMRAP with 1 minute in between round 1 and round 2, and 1 minute between round 2 and 3. So what are the AMRAPs? You're going to, clock's going to start for 2 minutes. You are going to do the following 2 movements. You're going to do step outs or jumping jacks and thrusters. 20 step outs or 25 jumping jacks and 15 thrusters. You might get through 1 round in the 2 minutes. You might get through 2. You might get through a round and a half, but you're going to keep moving for 2 minutes and rest for a minute. So round 1, clock will start. We'll start through 25 jumping jacks. Then you'll grab a fairly light dumbbell. We'll talk about weights. Put them up on the shoulder, squat as low as you can, and press overhead. 15. 15 of those for 2 minutes. So it's 25 and 15, 2 minutes, rest a minute. We'll repeat that 2-minute AMRAP, rest a minute. We'll repeat that 2-minute AMRAP. It's a good one, it's tough, but you guys can do it. Then we will balance up. Balancing. Ooh. Like we talked about today, straight leg in the back. Both sides, and I'll see you tomorrow.